What's up YouTube, this is your man Big B Production 100. Now tonight I have a cool video for you guys. I've been thinking to myself, I haven't put up a video. Well, actually I don't think I ever made a video on this, but anyway, a friend of mine had asked me, he was over my house not too long ago, and he asked me, what are some of the things that you do to keep your Mac, running fast? Because he was working on my Mac and he was like, wow, your Mac pretty fast. And his Mac is only like, I think 3 years old, and it's starting to slow down. So I was like, it's like numerous of different things that you can do to keep your Mac running fast. But I basically sat down with him and I showed him some of the things that I like to do. Now I do a lot, but I was like, let me just make a video on it for the rest of the world to see. So here we go. All right, starting with number one. The first thing I like to do, just to make sure my Mac is, running smooth and everything. If I'm having problems, I like to restart my Mac. And matter of fact, I restart my Mac almost every day. A lot of people say you don't have to. Some people say they keep their Mac on 24/7. They just put it to sleep. But I like to restart it because it refreshes everything, on that day when you're about to begin your day to start your work, just to have a fresh and fast Mac. So you can do that by coming up here and just basically, restart your Mac, or you can just log out and shut it down, however you like. Unplug it out of the socket for about 15-20 seconds and, plug it back in just to refresh everything. That's just what I like to do. Number two, it's always a good thing to just basically check your network preferences if you're having problems. Now, you can do that by coming up to Spotlight and you can just type in network preferences, or in my case, I like to use Alfred, like so. Now, once you come here, you can just check your network, status and make sure everything is all good. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi or Ethernet. Make sure your network name and everything is, still good, and, make sure everything is looking good under your location, and all of that good stuff, and make sure nothing is changed. So that's always good to just check, if you have other people working on your Mac, or maybe your sister or your brother like to get on your computer when you're not around. So maybe they might have came in here and changed some stuff, or your kids. So that's good. Number three, check your internet speed. And you can do that by opening up your web browser of choice, such as Safari, Google Chrome, or Firefox, whatever it is. Oh, one more thing, just to let you guys know, Google Chrome is about to come out with a new feature inside Chrome, and it's a malware detector. It's installed within Chrome, and when you're on a web page, such as a malicious site, Google Chrome will then detect any type of malicious threats that can harm your computer. It will give you a little dialog box to click on and dismiss it, and therefore it would never install any malware on your computer. Now, it's not officially out yet to the public, but when they release the new Chrome, which I'm not too sure when it will be released, because I was reading some notes today and they don't have an official date yet, but I think it's coming soon. But when they do, trust me, I will let you guys know, just to keep you guys up on what's going on with the latest malware threats and stuff like that that can harm your Mac. So stay tuned for my next video for that. But let's get back to this. As far as checking your network speed, your internet speed, just go to speedtest.net, like so. And once you come to speedtest.net, it will load the page, and then you can just click on the little middle icon to begin your test. Now, once you click on this, it will then run and do its thing and let you know what your internet speed is for uploads and downloads. So that's good, just to check your speed to see if your network provider, such as Comcast or AT&T, is giving you what they promised you. So that's good to just check. Now, for number four, if you're still having problems and you don't know what's going on, just disconnect and reconnect your modem. Now, right now at the time, I don't have access to my modem, and if I did, I wouldn't disconnect it right now, because of course that would end my video. So with that being said, you can always just come up here to your Wi-Fi and you can just turn it on and off and do that. If that don't work, just go to your modem and just unplug everything from the wall for about 30 seconds or so, which is the same thing that Comcast and AT&T is going to probably tell you if you call and you having problems with your network and internet. So that's another thing you can do. So I'm just basically giving you a heads up before you go through the waiting on the phone for like 15-20 minutes just to talk to a rep. I'll be a rep for tonight, so just do that. Trust me, it'll work. For number 5, check your disk usage with Activity Monitor. You can do that by using Alfred or Spotlight, like so. Now once you have this open, you just want to come in here and check everything, make sure everything is all good, such as your disk usage, you know, and all of that good stuff. And in order to do so, you have up here at the top CPU, memory, energy, disk, and network. Click on disk. Now once you get in here, just come in here and, you know, just make sure everything is moving how it should, and you know, you don't have something that's hogging up too much of your resources on your Mac. So right now, if I just look around under my process name, I'll see that my ScreenFlow recorder is basically, you know, eating up the most, you know, power right now on my Mac. And that's because I'm doing this video as far as recording, you know, my screen and everything. So it's always good to just come in here and see what's going on. You know, sometimes you may have an application that you may think it's closed, but it's not, and it's hogging up a lot, and you can just come in here and shut it down. So that's good as well. Let me close that down. Quit. Now for number 6, you always want to search for large files. And the reason why I say that is because, for instance, we work on our Macs every day. We make videos, we edit photos, and you know, we do some everything on our Macs. We record our kids playing outside, we save files. And sometimes you may say, wow, like I got so much space took up on my Mac, and you know, I don't know what's going on. Well, with this cool application called Daisy Disk, I downloaded this from the Mac App Store, and I love this app. I mean, ever since the first day I downloaded this, I just fell in love with it. It's a great app because it allows you to dig deep down inside your hard drive to basically see what's eating up so much space on your hard drive. And if you come over here on the right hand side, you have users, applications, library, system, private, and smaller objects. And if you click on each one, it'll then open up. And I mean, it just allows you to dig deeper and deeper and deeper to see what's taking up so much space on your hard drive. So right now I'm gonna say, okay, my iBrian is 31.8 gigabytes. Let's say, okay, wow, I don't know what that is. Let me click on it. It'll open up more. Okay, my pictures. Since I'm a photographer, I like to take a lot of photos, and I have a lot of photos on my not iTunes, in my Lightroom 5 library. And you know, I like to edit those inside Lightroom and Bridge. And if I click on pictures, it'll dig deeper. And if I click on Lightroom 5 photos, it'll dig even deeper. So I can say, okay, cool, I got panoramic shots here. Let me check that out. If you right click, you can do a preview. It'll show you that folder, but I don't want to do that. Let's right click again, and now you can go into Finder. It'll show you in Finder where those photos reside at. So now it's telling me, okay, I have all these photos in here, and it's taking up a lot of space. So like I said, this is just great because you can do this for everything. Now let's go back. We're gonna go back, and now instead of clicking on pictures, I'm going to click on library, like so, and it then show me everything that's inside library. Now let me show you how you can delete some of this stuff. If you want to, if you click on your iBrian or whatever you want to click on, let's just say, okay, music. If I go into iTunes, let's just say, okay, let me go back. Okay, because I don't have any music on my Mac right now. I forgot I moved everything to my external hard drive. I guess I'll go back to pictures. We go to pictures, and let's just say if you wanted to delete something, okay, we'll click on this. And if I wanted to just basically delete this file, I can just drag and drop this to the trash. Now once you release this and you drag and drop this right here, it's going to delete it from your Mac forever. And if you don't want to do that, don't drop it. So that's how you delete files. And this is again for number 6. I said search for large files, and this is a great way to do this. If not, you can always just use Finder and search, but you'll be all damn day long searching for large files on your Mac, and you don't want to take too long. So this is a quick and cool way, you know, to just search for large files. And not only that, it gives you this little, you know, chart here, and it's colorful and very highlighted, you know, as you hover over it. And it's pretty cool to look at while you search for your files, and maybe, you know, listen to some music while you just, you know, clean out your Mac. So you don't really need those applications like Clean My Mac and all of that. Now I'm not gonna lie, back in the day I used to use those type applications, but as we work on our Macs, you know, we get more familiar with the way it works, and you'll notice that your Mac will just take care of itself if you allow it to, and if you just basically do what you're supposed to do as a Mac owner and not do foolish things on your Mac. So with that being said, search for large files, Once you find them, destroy them, get rid of them. That'll help. Let's close down Daisy Disk. Now for number 7, let's delete the cache and the log files. In order to do that, we can just go in Finder. Once you get inside Finder, you want to go to where it says Go. Hold down your Option key, because you'll notice if you hold down your Option key, that will then allow you to access your library folder. Now watch this. If I release my Option key, library has just disappeared like magic. Poof, it's gone. Let's hold it down again. You'll see it again. It will reappear. Click on library. Once you're inside library, you want to come on down to where it says cache or caches. Now once you get inside here, you can just basically delete all of this. You don't need it. Just delete it. Because once you delete this and once you start working on your Mac again, all of this stuff is going to go right back in this folder again, and it's just going to repopulate over and over and over again as you work on your Mac. So just get rid of that. You don't need it. And again, like I said, you don't need an application to delete your caches and your log files, because you can come in here and do it on your own. Now let's go down to the logs like so. And again, do the same thing. Just delete everything, because over time this stuff will build up and you don't need it. So let's just close that down. Now for number 7, I should have just added this with number 5 when I said check your disk usage in Activity Monitor, but it's cool. We'll just go back. So we're going to go back to Activity Monitor like so, to just basically check your CPU usage and make sure everything is going good. Now again, you can come back in here and it's pretty much the same, you know, process over and over and over again. See what's hopping around, see what's taking up, you know, a lot of your CPU time, you know, and your threads and all of that good stuff. And again, you'll notice that things will bounce around a little bit inside here, and they'll change as you work on your Mac. So just keep an eye on this. And you know, sometimes I actually like to keep my Activity Monitor icon down here, down below on my dock. I'll just keep it down here and I'll go to Options, and you can change this stuff around. You can add it to, you know, many different desktops depending on how many desktops you have. And yeah, you can do this stuff. Let's change this. I'm going to show the usage. Now we have the usage here, and it'll just show you. So you can just keep this running if you like. And again, like I said, as you work on your Mac, things will change and bounce around, and it's just a good way to see what's hopping around. It's time to start, you know, basically shutting some stuff down, you know, doing some force quits or whatever you got to do. So that's good. Now for number 9, you want to check your memory. That's easy. You can download an application. In this case, I have Memory Clean. Now it's a bunch in the Mac App Store that you can find, and some is free, some cost money. In this case, this one was free, so I downloaded it. I have been using this for quite some time now, and it works wonders on my Mac. You know, I go in here, I check out what's going on and see what's taking up a lot of my memory on my Mac. And right now I have 140.48 megabytes that's inactive. If I wanted to, I can just do a clean memory, but I'm not gonna worry about the memory right now because everything is going just fine. So again, you can just go in there and download this for free out of the Mac App Store and begin on cleaning your Mac. And for number 10, now for number 10, you just want to update your firmware that's on your Mac. And how you're going to do that, I know you're like, man, Big B, how am I going to do that? That's easy. If you look down below in the little description area, you'll see that there's a link. Click on that link, and that will again take you to Apple support website, and you can look up your Mac there and see what your latest firmware is that's on your Mac. And if it's time for you to do an update, it will give you a list of things to look for. Down below, it'll show you your Mac if you're on a MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, Mac Mini, whatever it is, and it'll tell you what year you have, and it will tell you what's the latest firmware update, or if you even need it. So if none of those things work, it's probably just time to add more RAM. Or if you add more RAM and you're still having problems and your Mac is still slow, maybe get a bigger hard drive. And let's see, if you still have problems after you add a bigger hard drive and it's still running slow, it's time to just buy a new damn Mac. But anyway, this your man, Big B Productions 100. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this long video. Holla at you. One more thing, if you guys are wondering about this wallpaper here, I created this inside Photoshop CC. So just to let you know, I like to, create cool wallpapers for my Mac here and there. Sometimes I download them from different websites. And the one that I currently have right now installed inside my bookmarks in Safari is called, let me see here so I can show you guys. I'll put the link down below in the description as well. I'll go to wallpapers. And right here you'll see it's called, the paper wall. Let me show you how it looks. You come here, and oh wow, it's like tons and tons and tons of different wallpapers you can download. You can just type in the search field here what you're looking for, and it will just give you tons of stuff, or you can just go through the ones that's already here. And pretty cool website. Like I said, it's down below in the description. Just check it out. So let me end this because it's kind of late. It's time to go. Holla at you.